Oh, you need to figure out what you want to say then.
Hey, everybody.
Wait, babe. Hold on. 1, 2.
Bruh,
1,
you
2.
one of them. You like to show out front of the camera. My name is Donovan, and this is my beautiful wife,
Rebecca.
Yes, and it's been a minute since we have made a video on this channel. We are Davis, but what I decided to do was make a rendition called Two Hearts, One Mic. And the reason why I decided to come up with this channel is because I wanted it to really be transparent, vulnerable, fun, open, just everything. I really wanted to share our journey in a realistic way and in real time. My wife and I have been through a lot. There's so many things that have been unsaid since the other videos that have been dropped. So many things that have been going on. And we just want years worth. We got a lot. And we just want to be open and vulnerable and share these things and also share the wins. We want to share the wins, the losses, the obstacles, the challenges, and where we are now. And we also want to take you on a journey to where we're going.
Yes.
That's the reason why we made this podcast. It's for all people of all kinds. We're young. My wife is 26. I just turned 28. We have 2 beautiful boys, Josiah and Zion, and my wife and I have been married for 3 years. It's okay. My wife and I have been married for 3 years, and so
going
on 4. So, our approach is going to be a little bit different. You know what I mean? We are learning, we are growing as, the years accumulate. Every day we're always growing. Every day we're trying to figure out, just like life together.
Right. This is definitely going to be a journey for sure. Like, I really can't wait to do this because we already started a podcast before and we did like maybe 1 or 2 episodes.
Yeah.
And so like now we're like, in our own place. So we just now are getting to like having the time to like orchestrating our time right. Because sometimes we got time. We just don't orchestrate it right. And it seems like we don't have time.
What me and my wife follow now is that we can't freestyle life. We have to have structure. And so that's what we've been desiring to do. That's what we've been praying for on a constant basis.
Yeah.
And we've been seeing the results of just the mindset change.
Literally in the past maybe week.
In the past week.
It's
been a shift.
Just like that.
It's been a shift, but sometimes when things that happen that are like crazy, God put a fire up under your butt.
Yeah.
To make you go, like for real, and that's really what it was for us.
You know that song?
No.
Comment.
Oh my gosh. But this is what you expect. This is what you're gonna expect. So,
yeah, I'm very goofy. I feel like I shield a lot of my goofiness because I'm getting older, and I don't want people to think that I'm just a big old behind kid, but I can be. And I just like to laugh. I like to have fun, So just expect that from me at least. Like
you gonna get it from me too. I definitely have some goofy moments. But I don't. You showing out in front of this camera. You showing out in front of the people.
How about I show us? So yeah, man. Like y'all come with us on this journey. Like there is so many updates we have.
So many.
It may be things that we may share, maybe things that we don't share.
Yeah.
At least for right now. We're trying to really honor like when to say what and if we should say it at all.
And some things are fresh.
Yeah, some things are fresh, some things are like, being worked through, but there's other things that like, there's visions and things like that we just have to make sure that we're ready to talk about it.
Yes.
But we need to make sure that we're moving in the steps first.
Yes.
And actually, putting things down to where like, okay, this is marked off, this is marked off, this is marked off, this is done. And then it's like, okay, yeah, this is what we're doing. Because we're actually doing it. Not just like, oh, this is what we want to do.
Correct.
And just talking about it.
Right.
And let me just say this, because I'm not saying that people should be quiet about what they want to do, but you got some people like me who you want to do a lot of things, but you're always just talking about all the things that you want to do.
Yeah.
So for people like me, we have to kind of like slow down a bit and like actually assess, okay, is this something that I just think I want to do, or is this something that the Lord is leading me to do right now, and I'm actually going to put my feet to it and do it?
Also, too, there's scientific proof that you actually should keep your mouth shut on things. What happens is when you speak on things like, oh, this is going on, you speaking on every opportunity. What happens in your mind and your brain, it feels as though you're already in it. You already accomplished it or something like that. And then it kind of makes you feel as though you can be lackadaisical to the situation. You won't have the same uh oomph that you once had, you know what I mean? So just like keep your mouth shut on some things, keep that fire just stirred up in you instead of you tricking your mind to release something that isn't there physically yet. So
Yeah, that makes
definitely,
sense. That's like
yeah,
when
that's a
you're.
sign. It's actually like that's a thing. If you Google that, I don't
Mhm.
know if I read it in a book or I Googled it, but if you like speak on things like, oh man, I got this, whatever, blah, 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 I got this, whatever, and that hasn't happened yet, but it's say, man, I got this book right now, I'm writing it and all that kind of stuff. It releases
Mhm.
something in your brain that makes you feel like you've already accomplished what it was.
Yeah.
And so because you feel as though that you already accomplished it, it makes you go into a state that is very like lackadaisical. Like, man, I
Right.
already got this thing going on. So like I
Right.
made it, but like no.
And you know what that just made me think of?
But,
Like, I know this is an intro thing, but this is just who we are. We just talk sometimes. Like, it just made me think of like when you're going to start something that you maybe never did before, or just something new. It is like, it's literally a moment in time where you just like go to talking about it. It's that anticipation. And so it's easier to start a thing. So it's easy to be like, oh yeah, I'm finna do this and I'm finna do that. But when you're actually in it and moving in it, you could slow down because you weren't thinking about the process to get to the end. You were just
right.
thinking about the starting of it. So like, I think that it does make sense. And also, it reminded me what you just said, like whenever you get like with a boyfriend or you get with a girlfriend and y'all start doing stuff that you ain't supposed to do, and it kind of make you feel like you already married but you ain't married. Right. So now you taking longer to get married, or you're taking longer to like take those steps because like now you're kind of like, okay, well, I mean, like, yeah, we're gonna get married, but we're already here.
By the way, guys, we're going to be mentioning these stories because my wife and I experienced soul ties.
Yeah.
By the way, stuff going to get real and raw.
Man, and the thing is, like, anyone that is watching this video that has messed around with someone, or even if you didn't have sex, like, if you done had a emotional relationship or an emotional relationship or anything more than that, you more than likely have, bonded with someone. And even friends, we bond. That's why it's very important to know who you bonded with.
Yep.
So, those things, they're just definitely going to be talked about because it's real stuff. Like, but
yeah, as you see, we can talk. This was supposed to be a whole intro, but now you know what to look forward to. Now you know our vision. Now you know our why. So please tune in to We Are Davis. Side chain, 2 hearts, 1 mic. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button because it's gonna get real, raw, funny, and everything in between. And Jesus too. We are Christians, by the way.
Yes.
We are believers of Jesus Christ. So just wanted to add that in there too. So
nothing watered down.
No, we don't do that. All right, y'all. We love y'all. Peace.